Yo, what the fuck is up? Welcome back to Nate Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate.
It's your boy Deej.
And we back, and today we're back in this bitch.
For real. We're really out here doing shit.
I didn't really even know what to say right there. I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to figure it out as we're going. It's a late night, and we're just switching shit up, and so I was paying attention to what's going on. But
what are we switching up, dog?
We got some feedback, and people think that local news is a little bit of a slow.
Yeah, it's a slow start out, definitely. I think we're going to tone it down a little bit with the local news. It's a little. Everyone knows who lives around here. They got the app.
Well, not only that, but like this podcast for me. Oh shit! This podcast for me, I really don't want to fake things, and some of the local shit, I just
was faked for sure.
Yeah,
we're
like
we're kind of just out our opinion.
We're really trying not to push things that are fucking like
out and about.
Yeah, that are just irrelevant to people and to us, to be honest, because it's very apparent when things are just kind of faked. So
yeah, we were spending too much time on it, I think, too. So we're just going to nibble with it, not really stay focused on anything like that.
Yeah,
no more.
we'll definitely won't. We definitely won't not talk about local, but we'll just kind of we'll just keep things interesting for sure.
Yeah, we'll just keep you guys going.
Speaking of interesting, XFL and Matt McGloin eating a bag of dicks on Saturday.
Bro, he did not do good.
Bro, so Allie was sick. Last weekend we went to the snow and Allie got sick. And so the whole day I spent playing GTA 5 and watching XFL games. And the XFL games I thought they were going to be entertaining just because the week before I saw some good highlights and stuff. So I was kind of hyped on it. And I was watching the DC Defenders and the New York whatever it is full. It's the New York something, I think. But fucking Matt McGloin throws fucking 2 interceptions in the first half.
I don't think he even broke 100 yards, huh?
It was, let me see what his stat line was. 8 for 18, 44 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Just an absolute dog shit game.
Bro, I could throw better than that.
I think everybody who was watching that game said, put me in. I could be starting NFL quarterback. Or XFL, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, bro. I could throw a 3-yarder all game, baby.
Well, the biggest thing with Matt McGloin's performance, too, is that he was talking mad shit during the whole thing. One of the biggest things about the XFL is that they have, sideline commentators to where people are on the sideline and be able to, butt into awkward shit just like this because you get glorious interviews out of it, when someone's doing horrible.
Yeah, Matt McGloin took a big shit.
There's also a part of me, though, too, and I was going to get your opinion on this, how much of that is too much of,
It doesn't matter, it's not the NFL, who gives a shit?
Well, not that, I mean,
Are you talking about Matt McGloin?
No.
I'm talking about the sideline?
I'm talking about people being on the sideline to be in the faces of players.
It's not the NFL. I mean, I think, personally, what they're going for, I've seen a lot of memes of other sports possibly trying to do this just for shits and gigs. I think it's cool.
I think it's dope.
I think it gives the side that players see to the people during the game, because you don't really get that. Yeah, you get mic'd up or whatever, and you can hear what they're talking about, but you don't get the like how McGloin did. You don't get that. We're doing shit. The play calls are not doing well. We're at the whole playbook.
Verbatim said we need to change the entire offensive game plan at halftime. It's literally what he told the reporter.
Yeah, so I think it's gnarly. I think it's cool.
I think it for an entertainment aspect, I think it's super important that we have something like this now, just because I think it's dope, for one, because it's super fucking entertaining. I was watching it live and I was like, wow, this is fantastic.
And look, it's on the off season of football, so it's cool.
Yeah, and then number 2, I think that it's setting a standard for sports moving on. This in the NFL, I think would be a little bit crazier because things are a little bit more turned up. And just to hear what coaches and stuff say, because there was definitely a back and forth between McGloin and whoever is the head coach of
he's the GM and the head coach. His coach is the GM and the head coach.
Damn.
Dual roles, baby, dual roles.
Do you think the XFL survives and keeps the hype going?
Yeah, bro. Just because I think I sent you this video on Insta, but there's that one guy who's like on, I don't know the names yet. I haven't got familiarized with it, but he was, anytime gets handed a beer, he just pounds it.
Oh, the DC Defenders,
Boozer.
big ass dude.
Yeah, his last name's like Boozer, and he wears 69. And whenever he gets handed a beer, he just slams it.
That's hella funny.
It's dope. I think that's sick.
I think the XFL, the new XFL, is one of the back to the entertainment thing is one of the most entertaining things so far in the 2 weeks that we've seen for sports. Like, I feel like for me on like a social media level, it's been more visible to me than the NFL at times during the season. So I don't know how many people are actually watching the games and if that transfers into plays and like views and stuff for the league, but
I'm sure it does. I think it's this platform reminds me a lot of that movie.
What
Shit.
movie?
Is it Keanu Reeves? He's like the quarterback for that team. And they're all just they just rage and party and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about Blue Mountain State?
No, that's different. But that kind of reminds me of this too. How they're just like, they degaff and they just play football. I think that's cool. It's like another outlet for people who are like...
Not to mention there's some savages in the league too. Like Cardell Jones had a pretty good day. There's some wide receivers that are fast as fuck that I've been noticing.
Yeah, and it gives them another outlet for them to be recognized too. I think it's cool.
I think it'll definitely turn into a good feeder league because this is the first like real season. Imagine once it gets rolling and like good players get interested. I feel like it's only going to get better because right now every single team in the NFL doesn't really fucking have a quarterback except for the DC Defenders and the Renegades. XFL. I keep saying NFL, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like there's only very little teams who have quarterbacks.
You know who they need to bring back out?
Who?
My boy.
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, bring him back.
Fuck it, dude. It's the XFL, honestly. Like I feel like
just make a comeback.
If he has an ounce, in his, like an ounce of ability left in his body to be able to play, like fuck it, why not?
Why doesn't Colin Kaepernick do it? He cries so much that he can't get an NFL job. Try an XFL.
Well,
job.
they settled. He hasn't cried for a while. He's fucking. They came to an agreement and he got a payout. So he hasn't been crying for a while.
Fuck it.
I don't know how that works.
What's that humming? Do you hear that?
Oh yeah, mad humming.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
That won't be in the recording because all these are separate tracks, so you won't be able to hear the humming in the podcast. But
sorry about that, y'all.
No, they won't hear it, so it didn't even affect them because I can. It's editable.
It's only us.
Yeah, it's editable out. My bad. Sorry, that totally threw us off track. But yeah, let's just move it on with football and keep it going. XFL, I think, is ultimately a good thing, and we'll see how long it lasts. NFL, kind of one of the craziest stories for the NFL right now is that Myles Garrett doubles down on Mason Rudolph calling him the N-word after being reinstated to the Browns again.
Why didn't he say that in the beginning? No, he just kind of...
He did. I think he did. I was watching a Pat McAfee thing saying that he called me the N-word or something right after the thing. I don't know why, if he was saying it on the field, why wasn't he more vocal about it, like social media wise and everything? Like it should have been like...
Well, in his defense, you fucking whacked him.
Well, fuck yeah. If he said the N-word to him, I feel like Mason Rudolph deserves that shit.
Definitely.
But it really comes down to if he said it or not. Like, and like we will never know. You know what I mean? Like, and even if he did say, NFL's not ever putting that out there because they don't want a starting quarterback to be saying the N-word on live television.
Yeah.
So that really just sits between them two. But if he doubles down on it after he got reinstated, I kind of have a feeling he said it. But then again, there's the part of me that's like, why is Myles Garrett like...
Needing to emphasize it?
That, yeah.
Like,
and not to mention, like, if it did happen and you did get reinstated and everything is cool or whatever, I understand that it's really fucked up if he said it, but why not just be like, kind of sweep it under the rug, seeing how you fucking whack-a-mole him. And it's like the most egregious thing anybody's ever seen in sports, period. You know what I mean? Like, to a certain extent, you might just want to shut up.
Yeah, you're bringing back the video of you just clocking him on top of the nog.
Which really sounds fucked up, but it's like, I don't know. That sounds really fucked up now that I like put it out there saying to shut up about it. But like, you just need to to stay quiet, to keep the image. I feel like.
You said your part.
Yeah, for sure.
Back down.
Don't double down. I definitely say that he said the N-word, and I'd even say it sooner so people believe you more. And then don't double down on it again because it definitely just makes it look worse.
Definitely.
For sure. Moving on, Dak Prescott franchise tag ? Because I thought he got a franchise tag.
I think it's likely gonna happen, but it's like, why would you spend all this money on a quarterback? That's not super great.
Who's spending money?
The Cowboys.
But what are they on? Who on Dak Prescott?
Yes, because it would be a contract extension.
Well, Dak Prescott's gotten the job done for them, hasn't he?
Yeah, okay, he's definitely a winning quarterback, but I don't think he's a franchiser. He reminds me of like a. I don't know, dude. He's just not the greatest quarterback in my opinion. He's kind of trash. But I'm just not a huge Cowboys fan either, so that comes with it. Zeke puts the team on his whole back anytime he's not doing great, you know? But that's like every other quarterback, so I don't know what I'm saying with that. I just feel like if they do it, they got to be ready to trade him out in his later years because I think that needs to happen. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I truly don't.
Prescott is not currently under contract as his rookie deal officially expired when the Cowboys season ended. The 26-year-old, coming off his best statistical season as a pro, has been a financial steal for the club since being selected in the 4th round. Blah, 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 blah. The two sides were able to come to agreement over the 2019 offseason with Prescott playing in good faith. The team will make his contract extension a priority. It doesn't say like what the deal is. Franchise tag later in this month or early in March.
But the Cowboys might be just holding it off to get the news publicity like they kind of did with Zeke, you know? Because it took them a while for them to really come out and give him the big bucks.
Well, and fucking Jerry Jones has that quote that I can think of in the back of my mind that's like, my hand never cramps when I'm signing checks or whatever. So after saying some shit like that and you not getting your check for being the quarterback, like...
Yeah, they're looking at other options, I feel like, first. No, yeah. And I would too. He's good. He's better than fucking Jameis Winston and a good handful of them, but like, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just not the right fitting program.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe the Cowboys, I don't know, but they have like a 500 record, so I don't watch Cowboys enough to like tell you what goes into that, but like there's something wrong there. And they have everything when you think about it. Defensively, they got a lot of good pieces. Offensively, they got a lot of good pieces. So I don't know. Maybe Dak isn't the guy. Seahawks signed Greg Olsen, 1 year, $7 million.
Kind of a dumb move on their part. I think.
Why? I think it's a good move.
He's old, bro.
$7 million's not that much for one. For two, Greg Olsen's a pretty damn good tight end, even though he's coming off of that season last year, only with 2 touchdowns and kind of injured in and out. I think it's pretty decent considering that the Seahawks already have so much going for them offensively that Greg Olsen is just that perfect number 3 who is just like going to be open for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but I like the rookie they had over there.
It's DK Metcalf and...
no, that's a wide receiver.
Who are you talking about? Hunter Henry?
Yeah, the one that like came off the practice
squad. I think that's Hunter Henry.
Caught the playoff touchdown, whatever. Or like had like a gnarly game, like 3 touchdowns. I liked him. I think they're bringing him in to kind of like throw him under the wing.
No, Hunter Henry is so fucking wrong. That's the dude on the Chargers.
I think they're bringing him in to help the veteran side of things get that mindset in there.
Luke Wilson?
I don't know. It's a little white boy. I mean, I'm saying little. He's probably like 6'4".
I'm pretty sure it's Luke Wilson that you're thinking of. Because on this chart, they don't have... No, he's on the Packers now. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Luke Wilson. I don't know, dude. He might come in. He might make a splash. He might get a couple TDs. You never know.
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous that Russell Wilson has another fucking option now.
Dude, he could have used anyone on that field. I don't think they needed to pick him up. I think it's a veteran move deal to kind of start getting some of these younger homies educated.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of off-season moves, Phillip Rivers not returning to the Chargers.
Wah, wah, wah.
What do you think?
Not a big deal. I don't even give a shit, dude.
Does he find somewhere else? Does he
Oh, yeah.
retire?
Bro, I gotta agree with all the assumptions being made for where he's gonna go next. I think he's going to the Colts. I really do think he's going to the Colts.
This kind of okay. We got to talk about this on a broader scale because this leads into the QB free agents on here. I think Teddy Bridgewater goes to the Colts. I think that Jacoby Brissett still may be the starter even after that, and then Teddy Bridgewater and Jacoby Brissett are like interchangeable.
Not after that season he had. I think Teddy Bridgewater should go to the Buccaneers, bro. He should go to Tampa.
So where does Jameis go? Because I would have said Jameis resigns for something.
Jameis is gonna be QB2 behind someone. Watch, he's gonna be a QB2.
He got LASIK apparently for his vision.
So that don't matter. I need LASIK. I can still see.
Will it help him? Do you think it'll help him not throw as many picks?
Maybe, but I feel like that's a stupid. Why didn't you? You're making how? He's like 3 years in the league, 2 years. And why didn't he do that sooner? Because all the trash talk.
Well, technically, they say that you're not supposed to get LASIK until you're like 23, 24, and I'm pretty sure he's damn near that age.
I don't know. I think QB2. I'm calling it. He's going to be a QB2.
Marcus Mariota, also a QB2, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not that great anymore.
Drew Brees, if he doesn't re-sign with the Saints, I think he retires.
No, they're talking he's going to.
No, but I'm saying if he doesn't, then he retires. Tom Brady?
Going back. I think he's going back to New England. I know we keep talking about this. I think he goes back. I think they give him a lower deal because he wants to retire as a Patriot. I mean, why would you want to leave that dynasty you have over there? You just need, you just need a decent offensive line, some people to pass to, and a decent running back so you can give the ball to them when you're not feeling it, you know? So I think honestly, Tom Brady stays. Really do think he stays, and they draft a young QB in this draft for the last year or two that Tom Brady's in the game.
Really?
I think so.
Who do you think they draft?
Bro, they got like...
Do they have even any first round picks?
I think they have one. I think.
Because I don't know. Like, I don't think we have a chance for anybody good, considering that our record was so decent. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure we made a couple of trades in the past couple of years, getting rid of some of our picks. Some people say that Tom Brady's going to be the quarterback of the 49ers.
Just a shit on Garoppolo. What
do you think about that?
Number 23.
Because Tom Brady's from the Bay, I guess.
Nah, I don't think so, dude. If he goes anywhere, he's gonna go be with John Gruden at Raider Nation.
Las Vegas, I saw that too.
I'm calling either.
I saw Chargers, Las Vegas, and 49ers.
I don't think he's going
or the Bears.
I don't think he's going 49ers.
Bears, bear down.
But you got the Patriots got 23rd pick. That's not bad. I do think they pull.
But for a solid quarterback, 23rd's a little low. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have a second round pick, but you have 3 third round picks.
Third round's kind of a dog shit round. Not that.
You just gotta pick up some linemen.
In the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a dog shit round. It's amazing if you go in the third round as a person, so don't take that as a diss or anything. But like, as far as like skill level and stuff goes, for like really breakout players, most of the time it doesn't happen.
And we were talking about QBs.
Yeah, I think I want that kid with the long hair from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence or whatever.
I could see it. I told you he was gonna go there, bro. I said that first.
I think that'd be pretty fire. Let's move on to baseball. I feel like we kind of beat the shit out of football a little bit. Alex Rodriguez interested in buying the Mets.
Pretty gnarly. I think it's cool. I think it's a good standout for him. I think
he's got the money.
Not one bill.
Well, he's got enough money to get a majority like share though, and then get
He's gonna get
investors.
hella investors, but I think it's cool. I think his wife's gonna be an investor.
J-Lo.
J-Lo's gonna be an investor for sure.
I think it reinstates the Mets' like stature, because isn't the Mets like pretty garbage right now?
They're not great. They had a good season last year and a good season before, but they're not fantastic. But I think my favorite part about this is that him buying it is kind of like the Jeter buying the not the Dolphins, the Marlins. Like, he just has a passion for the game that most don't. He's like the comeback kid. Like, he went through his whole thing in between his career, in the middle of his career, and came back and started doing great again. But the other thing I think is Yankees and Mets rivalry will be sparked. I think it would be so much fun to watch a Yankees Mets game.
That, and this is saying he would have to actually play Derek Jeter too, obviously.
Yeah, because they're in the same division, so it would be a good little rivalry. And I think it'd just be the kicker to his career. I think it'd be a good thing for him. I'm not even sure who else is offering to buy the Mets, but I think it'd be cool for A-Rod to do that.
Let's talk about this, because this has been on my mind since we're getting ready to start the podcast. Is the Astros cheating scandal and the way they responded to it.
Continuing to talk. They basically were hush hush, like, oh, I'm glad our fans still support us. We'll see what happens in the new year.
Here, plug your phone in and play. I want you to play what they said, because you have it on Instagram, don't you?
I don't think I have it on Instagram.
I think you DM'd me a video of the GM or of Altuve talking.
No, I got it on here. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Because I want to play that on here. Ooh, if you can hear that. You probably can't, because I edited that shit out. I think that the Astros thing is pretty intense though, because
I got it.
It's a major cheating scandal, and some of the things that they're saying about like the buzzer on the shoulder and possibly more than just the banging.
That just came out. The buzzer on the shoulder. The buzzer on the shoulder is, if you watched Game 7 when the Astros played the Yankees, Altuve was saying, "Don't take off my shirt. Don't take off my shirt." There's rumors and comments going around that we're wearing buzzers, and buzzers is like think of an automatic toothbrush. It's just a clicker, and they're clicking for one fastball, two buzzes is a slider, 3 buzzes a curveball, whatever, and so they know the next pitch that's coming. And I think it's pretty crazy, because I'm starting to believe it with all this shit that's going on. But let's do this.
People take amazing photos of things every day.
Yeet.
Like grapefruits. And because we're so good at taking photos, doing taxes.
Pretty good at doing taxes. Yeah.
Personally thank all of our fans, sponsors, and the community of Houston for their loyalty and support. I will now turn it over to Alex, who will speak on behalf of the players.
Okay, Alex is going to give a brief statement, followed by Jose Altuve.
Oh, just a quick pause. By the way, the owner of the Astros kind of just shunned it off. Like, not even that big of a deal to
Who's
him.
Alex? Who's he talking about?
Alex Bregman is the third baseman, the comeback player, the third baseman, whatever. He's doing pretty good.
Thank you, Jim. I have some brief remarks that I'd like to share with y'all.
I'm sure, bitch.
I'm really sorry
No, you're not.
about the choices that were made by my team, by the organization.
You should have said
By
yourself. Yeah, okay. There you go, puss.
I've learned from this, and I hope to regain the trust of baseball fans.
You're not getting
I would
it.
also like to thank the Astros fans for all of their support.
This is so written
We as
down.
a team are totally focused on moving forward
He
to
has
the
the sheet in
2020
front of him.
season. Thank you.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Puss. That was weak. That was such...
Hold on, hold
Jane,
on.
and thank you, Alex. I also will be brief. We had a great team meeting last night. And I want to say that the whole Astros organization and the team feel bad about what happened in 2017. We especially feel remorse for the impact in our fans and the game of baseball. And our team is determined to move forward, to play with intensity,
So dumb.
and to bring back a championship to Houston in 2020. Thank you.
So, on that note, I'm bringing this up. I didn't really realize it and put the pieces together. Jose Altuve got the MVP of the year in 2017.
And didn't he
He
get
had, like,
World
a
Series
high-ass-
MVP too?
I think Alex Bregman won the MVP. Don't quote me. But I think he won MVP. But it's just fucking... Bro, if I knew every pitch too, I could be out there swinging, you know?
That's what Mike Trout said,
Yeah.
basically in a nutshell about it. Because he came out, made a statement
Yeah,
about
when-
it too.
Should we just play a quick little snippet? Here, let's just start off with what he said in the beginning, because I feel like what he
Mute
said
that
in the
shit.
beginning was saying a lot from coming from one of the best players in baseball.
It's sad for baseball. You know, it's tough. You know, they cheated, and
Definitely cheated.
you know, just I don't agree with the punishments. You know, the player's not you know, getting anything. You know, there was a player.
I can agree. Can't agree more.
Thing. You know, it sucks too, because you know, like you said, a guy's career has been affected. A lot of people, you know, lost jobs. It was tough. You know, it would be me going up to the plate knowing what's coming. It'd be pretty fun up there.
Hell yeah, it would.
So, you know, it's just, like I said, it's a lot of guys lost respect for some of the guys, and, you know, it seems like every day something new comes out, so.
Bro, if Mike Trout is not talking the greatest about you, you should feel pretty shitty. I'm just saying. Because
I mean, I think something should happen to the players.
I think, yeah, why hasn't anything happened to the players? I think just like the managers got suspended, I think they should all get suspended too. I think they should just get... But, bro, it's so past tense
You
now.
can't
This
get
was
rid
like
of-
3 years ago.
Logistically, though, you can't get rid of a whole team.
You can't, but you can punish them somehow.
How do you suspend a whole ass team? Make the
You-
whole
you make their suspensions in different increments at different times.
No, I think
Like 20, 30 games, 30 games, 30 games. If it's a position player on the infield, 30 games, one position player on the infield, one position on the outfield, one pitcher. 30 games. I think that would be a fair way to break it down. And even 50, bro, because this shit's fucked up.
it's just pretty fucked up. But I don't know. I think if you suspend players, you have to do them all at the same time or none at all. So they're just gonna do none at all, which is fucked.
Yeah, and the commissioner came out and said that basically the publicity is enough of a punishment for the players.
Fuck no, it's not.
No, hell, I don't agree with that.
I think you should yank their rings and let them keep the trophy.
Well, we were talking about grandma yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, yank the
We
rings.
should yank. They should not have a damn ring on them for that year. I think they can keep the World Series trophy. Yank the rings, throw them away,
100%.
melt them.
Because that's 100% a player's thing, is the ring. So that's
Yeah.
what means most to them, not the trophy. So you definitely have to yank the rings.
Take the ring. I think we should start
Hashtag
a
take the ring.
Yeah, hashtag take the ring.
Oh my god, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but fuck the Astros.
Last sports topics really
the gnarliest
fucked up
one, the really gnarly one.
is the NASCAR crash. Ryan Newman walks out of the hospital. I was so on Sunday, it was the Daytona 500, and I was in the snow still. Then we were coming back, and I was watching it, but it was on rain delay all day, or weather delay, so I didn't actually end up seeing any of the race. I was actually watching 2019, so I never even saw like any of this.
Well, and it was the last two, so like even if you stayed through the whole thing watching it, it's
It was
like
last two laps, right?
second to last lap.
That's
the
fucking.
The fucked up part is the USA Today shows kind of what happened. Homeboy fucking nudged him. Number 12, Blaney, nudged him forward, spun, hit the wall, and that's when you see him flying. Number 32 hits him and gets him elevated a little bit more and then lands on the roof of his car.
Does the dude who nudges him get an advantage from it? Like, and win?
Yeah, he gets that position spot. I don't know if there's repercussions afterwards.
No, but did he win the whole thing?
No, I don't think so. I think they were like...
This is like somewhere like in lower in the ranks or what? Because if this was like first place, second place type thing, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know that, actually. That's a good fucking point.
I'm trying to look at the video right now, but there's fucking ads that are like 3 years long.
Yeeting you. Yeet.
Got me, bro. Watching
Bro,
a
I'm just
video
happy he's
about Yes
alive.
on 13.
I'm just happy this homeboy's alive. He came out with like a broken leg, I think. And scratches, of course. But super gnarly.
I'm only seeing a picture slideshow. This is not helping me very much. Holy shit, though. Fuck. He is literally like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, by the time he's...
Sparks flying.
Yeah, by the
Jesus
time he's in the
Christ.
air, his car's already like smashed, bro. Going 200 miles an hour, that car is
Tumbling, too.
fucked up.
I really want to see the video.
Just go on YouTube and type in Ryan Newman crash.
It's whatever. We won't race it. I'm glad he's okay. If he's walking out of the hospital and everything, like,
With his daughters today, he walked out. So I think that's cool.
that is dope.
Kudos to him for pulling through.
We are almost done. Today's gonna be a little short podcast.
Do you hop back in the car after that? Do you,
yeah, you do.
Well, one obviously is because of sponsorships and stuff, but do you do it just for the love of the sport because you hop back in? For me, bro, I'm out.
They all know they have that risk, though. They all take that risk all the
Just sign
time.
that waiver.
Waiver. It's at that point, ain't no fucking waiver, bro. You pull up with the whip and shit, like.
Let's go. Giggity giggity boo, boys. Let's go racing.
Oh fuck, that's hella funny.
God, I want to go to a NASCAR just to get trash and hang out with my white trash people.
And just get some cut off jorts and a fucking wife beater and just get absolutely
Bro, for
plastered.
Stagecoach, I'm for sure getting a mullet, so that would be the best time to go to a NASCAR race.
You're gonna get a dirty ass mullet.
I'm getting a fucking mullet, bro.
Oh, that's gross. That's so nasty. Let's just go to a sprint car race. It's kind of more white trash.
Yeah, and it's pretty close, San Maria.
Let's move on to music. We got kind of a shorter podcast today, so we're running out of topics, and we're only like 35 minutes in. Some shit like that. But this one's fucked. This one's kind of crazy.
Yeah, R.I.P. bro.
Pop Smoke shot dead in his house in Beverly Hills. Address may have slipped up in like a couple different ways on the internet. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I liked a song or two. Wasn't
my remorse.
thing.
That thing remorse made me check him out, bro. Like for real. Like
I wasn't really into the music a whole bunch, but it's fucked up that he died. Like the whole story is that he's from New York and everything. He just moved out to LA into that house and then was like accidentally posted like an address off a gift thing, and then like somebody that he knows posted a picture of him in front of the house with like the sign of address showing.
Yeah, the number showing.
And so it's just fucked up how like he worked his whole life to move away from the hood or whatever in New York, and then made it to LA and then dies like as soon as he gets there. So
yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I think
this just proves that you have to watch how you move, though. Like it's
for real.
Like fucking
Especially
people
if
nowadays will fucking like Instagram live. People can find you off of just looking around. Like everybody, like
yeah.
There's so many different.
Especially if you're banging.
Yeah, not even that. Like people who just want to rob your shit, like, and if you're innocent as fuck or whatever, you know what I mean? Obviously, I feel like if you talk about certain things, you bring that attention to you. Like some people are gonna want to like.
Yeah, think about 6ix9ine, that fool.
Think about X. Even, and this kind of goes to what I want to talk about too. Like if you rap about death and you put that stuff in the air, I really do feel like that it comes back around to you like that, and I feel like. That in some weird way that like if you put that stuff out there, it's gonna
the alignment kind of meets up.
Dude, the fucking intro song to Pop Smoke's new mixtape is Invincible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that shit just hits different, and like that's happened so many times with different rappers that it's just kind of fucking weird. Like how Mac Miller's whole last album, even though he rapped about the whole time, like on like even like songs on Loud, he would talk about like ODing and stuff, like, and it's like talk, you know what I mean, like just different
Just
stuff
about
like
his
that.
drug problem
It's
and
almost
stuff.
like they manifest it in a way, in a really fucked up way, even though they're like kind of celebratory in the fact. And
Celebratory, but also kind of putting their, but they're an artist. They gotta put that emotion into what they're talking about.
yeah, I definitely feel like it has some type of effect on things, which, and this makes me not even want to fucking be a rapper or famous or on the internet, to be honest, because like, you know what I mean?
The negativity that surrounds when you get famous, and
all the eyes on you for people who want to just like fuck you up and just like, you know what I mean?
yeah, but we for sure couldn't be living here if one of us if we were famous. People just know. Think about it now. Think about
No, we could.
just like, okay,
Nobody knows where we live right now. There's like a handful of people who know where we live.
yeah, but like think about when we lived at the Falcon House. Think about how many people just pulled up and we had parties and like random heads. Like it was just like a text message or like,
Well, bro,
DJ and Nate's.
we got
or blah, blah, blah.
our house got robbed before we were even in high school.
Yeah, I know.
So like, and that
Just
was
word gets around.
definitely
wealth.
somebody we knew too. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like shit like that. People will target you just by knowing about you,
and knowing what you got. Unfortunately,
and yeah.
yeah, dude,
Desperate people.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of them out there.
It's fucked up. I don't know what the situation was, but like in the situation of X, just give it up. You know what I mean? Like X could have gave that bag of money up so fast, and he probably would have still been alive instead of like doing a little bit of struggle, and then that dude shoots him in the fucking head. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I have no idea what the Pop Smoke shit was because it was in his house and
well, they
everything.
popped up on him at. So I guess there's
4:30 a.m.
Yeah,
or
but I guess
something.
there was reports that he had a party that night, too. On top of it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some bitch or somebody got upset or something, dude. We'll find out. We always kind of do, but R.I.P. Pop Smoke, bro.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up. Definitely a whole fucked up situation. This next one's kind of interesting. You want to plug it in again and play this audio?
Yeah.
Boosie Badass talks about Dwayne Wade's son transitioning into a girl at 12. I'm gonna play the audio and then I'll just tell you how I feel about it.
It's not for real transitioning yet, but the talk of it and that she's becoming more aware of what she wants to be type of a thing is coming out. I agree with Boosie on this one, but let's play the audio real quick.
About this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna, like, bro? You going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro. For real, if he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro.
You can cut it off.
Bruh, don't cut his dick off, bruh.
I agree with him just because he's so fucking young. Like,
yeah, no, like he
if
said,
he's
bro.
don't do the hormonal shit. Don't do anything drastic. If your kid's
Learn
not
your
at least
shit.
18,
Learn your shit. Like, I mean,
it's
a different ball game when you're like 16 because you're starting to drive and really realize what you are and like starting to develop your habits or whatever. At 12, bro, like he said, like you legit don't even know what you're gonna eat.
I think you have to really break this down into two things, though. I think it's a matter of like letting your kid think what they want and do whatever the fuck they want, even though I don't really necessarily agree with the whole transgender thing, but I won't like stop anybody from doing it. And if I don't know how I'd feel if my kid was like that, but I wouldn't ever stop it, I feel like. But still, there is the side of it too that you can't physically change somebody who's so young that doesn't really even know their decisions. Like, sure, they could say they like they want to be a girl, but you can't fucking take that away from them until they're fully developed.
Yeah, I think they need to be 18.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Like, it's literally just immoral.
It is. You're giving them the option as a kid. It's almost. I kind of don't agree with the whole situation of getting a tattoo as a kid either.
Yeah,
Same
fuck
type
no.
of deal. So it's just like you really don't know what you want yet.
Yeah, 100%.
You really don't. And
that's a good analogy, actually. That's a really good analogy.
yeah, I don't agree with the whole tattoo under like 16. I think getting a tattoo at 16 is cool. But I mean, like, kudos to you if you're gonna do a tattoo transition. It's just not my ballpark. Not the biggest fan, obviously.
I don't know. I think we kind of said what we need to say about it. It's just, I think Boozy's also boozy, so the way he was saying it's just kind of funny. And it seems a little crazy, but
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. A lot of people gave him shit for that just because he's so vocal, like so, not vocal, so animated about it.
Yeah, and I agree with him. I think 12 years old now.
I don't know the whole situation. Is he actually trying to do like the hormonal stuff? Or?
I don't know. I think they had Dwayne and the son had to talk, and I think
he can call his son his daughter if he wants to, and that's fine with me. But if he starts like physically doing like the shots and shit, then that's fucked. You know what I mean?
They're not ready for that. They're not even developed in the cabeza yet, you know?
Yeah, fuck that. New NBA YoungBoy song could get him gun charges.
Not for the song, for the music video.
Mm-hmm.
The music video, he's a convicted felon, and you see him waving around a prop gun, but you're not supposed to have any gun in your hand whatsoever.
There's mad fucking guns in that video too, and I hate to be the guy. Like, everyone's like, it's a prop. It ain't no fucking prop.
Yeah, I would say maybe the one he's holding is a prop. None of the other ones.
No.
None of the other ones.
I'm telling you, probably not even the one he was holding was a prop. Like, let's be real. And I don't know if they can prove that in court, so hopefully he doesn't get any gun charges from it, because that's pretty gay.
Well, because he'll go back to jail for a long time.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, don't fuck around if you have a felony, bro. It's just what it comes to. I mean, I guess we were in a different mindset, and I don't know. If I didn't have a felon, fuck that, bro. I'm trying to stay outside of the bars. You know, I enjoy my freedom.
Does this make it to where like cops can charge you for anything in a video? Like, if they watch my music video and see I have all that weed, are they gonna come and charge me for having a bunch of weed?
He's on probation, so he's heavily looked at.
So it's different if I'm just like a normal human being.
It's like how Steve.
Well, I know, like
it's like how Steve will do it. Was not getting in trouble. I mean, he was getting demonetized or put down for YouTube for being underage drinking. But it's not like the cops are knocking on his door. It's like, you're getting an MIP, or you gotta go to jail because you're drinking on your YouTube video.
Yeah, I guess that's interesting. I wonder like where that line sits for people who are on probation. Like, how much,
bro? You can't.
No, I wonder how much people, like, how much the probation officer will come, like, how much they'll come after in your videos and stuff.
A lot, dude. I'm saying everything.
Yeah,
bro,
you think
you're a felon. You're not even supposed to be really. He's not. I think
he has like 3 or 4 different cases though, so he's kind of a special being in that.
Yeah, if you're on probation, and you have a probational officer, just lay low, bro. Don't do dumb shit.
Yeah,
obviously people do it and get away with it, whatever. But in my opinion, bro, I prefer to stay outside the bars. Freedom is key for me.
I feel that.
On some shit.
Yeah, on some shit. Melrose store closing. Why do you think it's closing?
Because, okay, so here's my 2 things. 1, Adam's not there anymore. 2, there's not really a great biking scene, and I know that's what they are. But Adam brought in all the walking in, the walk-ins, and now that he has his own.
As soon as they got the studio, everybody
it doesn't matter.
Everybody knew he wasn't there, so people weren't coming trying to see him.
Yeah, because he would be like, pop up on some shit, be there with so and so, or we're doing a video or vlog, or like, not saying he shot that out, but like, there's just no publicity because. Not gonna lie, Adam's the only thing that kept on some shit going.
Well, yeah, there's nothing in there that people really go there to buy. I feel like
the kendamas. The kendamas were cool because Adam does it. We have one, obviously. I bought one from there. It was cool. Going into the store was a cool experience because of watching the videos of Adam being there, not from. Is his name Alfredo?
Oh yeah, who is that guy?
He's just like some BMXer.
Some weird Guido BMX guy who's just always been around this channel and like
Bro, I saw
co-owned
him.
it.
He was stacking up lighters at the On Some Shit store. He was all like, he was freshed out. He had like I just don't. I don't like them. The dress shoes with like the leather skin, like the leather shit, and then he had his tight, like, fucking chinos on, with like a collared shirt unbuttoned, like 3 buttons down, with his chest hair flowing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, dude. He's cool. He's a good BMX rider, and I think that's where the knowledge comes from. But Adam doesn't. I mean, he's trying to BMX ride. I think that's why it's going so bad for them. They sell bikes that are like $1,000 too. It's not like a little not Walmart, but not like a bike shop where you can go get semi decent priced items. You know, everything's overpriced there.
Yeah.
But it's not surprising to me.
We'll see what's coming next. They're probably gonna open up some other type of storefront something.
They said they were, but they're just not. They're doing all online until they figure out a storefront. I'm sure the rent's probably too expensive for them for them not being.
Yeah,
there.
and they probably sell majority online anyway. So
yeah, I'd probably dare to say 90%.
no, for sure I would say that it's 90% online, just because his whole brand is online too. So.
Well, and like the Very Lonely sweatshirts, you probably couldn't go in the store and cop those. You have to go order them online.
Yeah.
Everything like that is like that, you know?
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to the local stuff.
Little nipple. This one's cool. For those who didn't know, the tattoo shop that me and Nate go to, shout out Jason, Tiger Rose is opening back up in San Luis. Super cool.
There's no date yet. We just saw like a little preview video.
Yeah, they got the spot. It's across the street from the
boba
boba, the pit, wherever that, right there by CHP on the other side where that little 7-Eleven is. It's like right over there in that area.
Yeah, across the street from, there's like a Mexican food spot and the boba place, and where I think Drum Circuit used to be right there too.
Yeah, it's fire. I'm excited for them to open up. I want to get a new piece.
It'll be tight.
I'm gonna get a pin-up girl on my arm, the right arm.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Cleanest and dirtiest restaurants in SLO County. DJ added this one, and
I think this one's funny because we could just throw our own shit at it. Because some of these were like, some of these places I eat at, bro. They're all around SLO County. I want to point that out there, but some of the lowest rated restaurants, and this is on a 100-point scale. The worst one that lost the most points was Thai Classic in San Luis Obispo with 28 points. So they got almost a C for first food safety rating. They got a B minus.
Hand washing, sink available, fly strips are seen above food prep area. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Staff demonstrate a lack of knowledge of food safety. No hand washing sink available. What the fuck?
I think you read San Luis Fish.
No, I'm reading they're kind of like,
they're all basically the same. You're right. San Luis Fish and Barbecue's up there with minus 21 points in San Luis, obviously.
This one's a little bit closer to home. 15 points lost, Paso Robles Inn. Inspectors have observed no soap or warm water at hand wash station. Lack of proper consumer advisory for undercooked foods. Food stored on the floor of a walk-in and dry storage closet. Accumulation of food debris and grime on several pieces of equipment.
Damn, so they're just grimy. They didn't clean their shit. But on the putting the food on the floor, I'm not gonna lie, John, but they do that shit, bro. Not even gonna lie. When you get to it, I think they probably just walked in at the worst time. Like a busy afternoon.
Dude, honestly, Jay's Burgers got below a 90 and Goshi's got below a 90.
That makes sense.
But Jay's Burgers smacks. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's good.
Maybe gross,
Goshi's
but
is good too.
The highest rated restaurants are all in San Luis. And
Napomo, Cambria.
Nothing.
There's a Chipotle out there. Top of the tier out there.
Nothing in here is close to home though.
Holiday Inn. Got it.
Minimal violations. Holiday Inn Express. So if you want to go to the Holiday Inn, you can fucking get
Some prime cooked meals.
So, fucking Taco Bell in Morro Bay too apparently is
fire.
absolute,
It's
absolute
fire.
pristine Taco Bell. Go
fire. Go to
fucking-
Taco Bell in Morro Bay, bro.
God damn, what makes that
Actually, I
Taco
think
Bell?
I hit that one. It's the one right by Chevron.
That's like
I think
right
I
there
hit- yeah, I
with
think
that
I hit
sketchy ass stop sign.
Yeah, right before there. It's like, yeah. They have. The one time I went in there, there's only one lady working, and she had like 5 people in the drive-through. And I was like, fuck that. So I went inside. Ended up being until the 5th car went through, and then I got my food. Fucked up, dude. But she was working out there, doing her shit.
That's
The
funny.
Mustang Water Park's up there, too. That's crazy. That's cool, though.
There's a
wanna-
fucking water park in Arroyo Grande.
It's Lopez Lake, so yeah, technically it's Rio Grande slow. It's out past. It's like you keep driving out towards Lopez and you keep going back and back and back. That was the first water park before the ravine.
Well,
It
yeah,
has
but
like a couple slides.
I'd never even been there.
We should go. It's actually kind of cool. They got cooler slides than the ravine, in my personal opinion. There's like 5, but they're like all sit down tube ones. They're cool.
Damn, I've never even fucking
Like a
been
half
there.
pipe one, you go. It's fire.
I've never even fucking been there. That's crazy. Iconic Oak in Pismo. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Hey, fucking. Oh, I thought I saw something.
Yeah, fuck that. We're not gonna talk about the
Yeah,
oak
no,
tree
fuck.
that people want to protect.
Oh, the Habit in A-Town got it approved. No minimum violations. Just want to throw that shit out
Dude,
there.
the
'cause it's
habit's
hella-
garbage, though. Honestly,
okay, they could be garbage, but they're clean as shit.
yeah, they are. I guess they are. It's always a plus.
Well, it was brand new, so how dirty could it really be?
Yeah, true. You can't fuck that. They've been open for like 3 months. That bitch is like barely had any time to break in.
True.
Honestly, bro, I think that's pretty much all we have. I don't really give a shit about the last two. I'm not
I like
gonna
the
lie.
Uber one.
What's okay? We'll do the
so
Uber one. We'll do the Uber one.
Uber launches a new feature to report safety issues. So you know all the things with people getting kidnapped and shit while they're in their Uber ride. If they feel anything suspicious while driving with the Uber now, they can just hit this report button. Feel uncomfortable. Guys looking at me really closely, trying to grab my leg or being really touchy. You can do that in the middle of the ride, and
But who does it tell?
it tells Uber support immediately as
So-
soon as you put it on where it happened in the ride. So it's also almost kind of like an alert if you think something bad's gonna happen.
Interesting. Kind of makes like a paper trail of like.
Paper trail of what was going on, or so I think
Yeah.
I think it's a cool safety feature. I'm surprised they didn't implement it sooner than now.
Yeah, I feel like that some guy's just gonna be sitting on the other end of that, and so who knows if it will actually like save people's lives. Like I hope it does. Hopefully like girls don't get kidnapped now, but.
Or like hell,
But
then not.
I just don't know
not-
how much faith I have in some like sweaty dude like at Uber. Like,
or he keeps like missing turns or some shit like that.
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, sweaty Uber dude.
he's like, because imagine like you like are like in a car like with some creepy guy and then fucking some weird dudes on the other end. I don't know. They're probably vetted. It's probably a good process.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's cool. I think it's a good Uber launch.
It's
But
definitely
fuck it.
good feature, bro. Well, I think that's pretty much all we have.
Yeah, we really are here doing shit.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, we have a podcast on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, everything's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Follow me.
Hey,
your
we're
boy.
on some random ass podcast app too. Like there was some bootleg app that was downloaded on the Android store on one of the people's phones this weekend, and we're on that bitch. So we're on everything, dog. Find us.
Find us. We try to be legit. We sound good. We look pretty.
DJ looks pretty.
I'm just the B mic, pretty mic. Nate does all the editing and the good shit.
This has been Nate Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate,
It's your boy Deej.
and we out.